Okay, hey, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you coming to watch my video on what I sold this week on eBay. And uh, yeah, this is for the first week of August 2016, from the 1st to the 7th. And I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it and start with this Singer sewing machine. It's just the plate for sewing machines. You've seen a sewing, so it's just I guess it's probably a special one or something like that, but maybe not. I don't know. But I paid 30 cents for it, and I listed this in February 15th of this year and sold it on August 1st, and I got $9.99 with free shipping. So shipping was $2.45. I guess that's changed now. Everything's gonna go up. So, yep, that's what that is. I did want to say that I haven't given up on my diet that I was talking about before. I just haven't been losing. I haven't been losing any weight. So, and I probably have not been as diligent about sticking to it. Although I haven't gone over the edge or anything like that. I still haven't bought a loaf of bread or eaten any pasta that I can think of. Although I did have, we were somewhere and they had pasta salad, and I had a little bit of that. Because, well, it's pasta salad and it's summertime, and you know, what are you gonna do? So, yeah. So, but I've been pretty good about behaving myself. I just haven't really been losing anything. So, I've been hovering around 222 to 226, somewhere, back and forth in that range. So, I'm okay with that. All right. Yeah. So that's the answer to that. Still haven't gotten back into riding my bike. I did a couple days there, but I just haven't gotten back into it yet. So, all right, next is this lot of Debbie McComber. I guess you say McComber. I don't know how to say her name, but it looks like McComber to me, so I'm gonna say McComber. But Debbie McComber, and these are a tougher sell than they used to be, I guess. Or maybe it's just maybe just the timing of when I listed stuff. But I paid about $3 for these, probably actually a little less. And I listed them on February 27th and sold them on August 1st. When I sold them, I actually was figuring more on probably less than a month, and it took quite a while to sell them. So maybe she's waning right now in popularity or something. But or maybe these just weren't the books people were looking for, or maybe just the wrong person. The right person wasn't looking. But I did get $19.95 plus shipping for them, so it's over $1 a piece for them. So that's pretty good. Okay, next is this little it's just small. It was just maybe 3 inches long at the most, and it's a plush. It's just a little cat, a little pink cat there on a hanging Christmas ornament thing, and I paid about 10 cents for it. It came out of that box of Christmas stuff that I've talked about before, that I paid for $2 for, and got a whole bunch of stuff. And I've shown different things that have sold out of it since, and that was a couple years ago. I bought that box, but I listed that stuff I think last summer. I think it was last summer. Yeah, well, I can just look at it. No, it was last fall. I listed it. So I paid like 10 cents. I listed this October 12th last. Yeah, I got 2016 in there, but that ain't right. So, yeah. Last October 12th of last year. I'm gonna fix that quick. And sold it on August 1st, and I got $12 plus shipping. So, I've made a lot of money on that box of ornaments. It was a really good yard sale. I still haven't gotten to. I got bags of 50s, 60s, 70s. Well, I don't know if there's a lot of 50s, but there's 60s and 70s TV guides and old like celebrity magazines, movies, screen TV screen today or whatever. I don't know what they were, but I got a couple of those listed, but I hadn't even got to the TV guides at all yet. So, all right, next. That's kind of scary, isn't it? Yeah. Last summer I got them, and I still haven't, or maybe there's I don't know. And it's just another one of those candy jar lids. Paid about $0.25 and listed last October, and Sold it on the first. I only got $4 for this one, so $4 plus shipping. So I'm still good. Next, Bionicle books. I've had these. I think for a while. Although I may have gotten a couple more to add to. I think I did. I think I had some of them, and then I got some more to add to the group that I already had here, and I don't really recommend trying to sell these. I just kind of, I mean, unless I find a big lot of them, I'm not gonna buy them. I'm not gonna get them at all. You know, I mean a big lot. I'm not just gonna buy, you know, a few. But anyway, these there was 7 of them there, and I listed them May 25th, sold them on August 1st, and I got $9.95 plus shipping, so that was okay. I mean, not real exciting. You know what? I was watching State's Place the other day, and Nicole was saying about loss leaders, and I remember loss leaders from working at Walmart. They, you know, when you go to Walmart and you buy a TV at Walmart, they're not making. I can tell you, I worked in electronics, and they're not making. Some of those TVs, they're only making $1 or $2 on. They're hardly making anything on the TVs. They want you to buy the peripherals, the other stuff, you know, the HDMI cables and the AV cables and the, you know, the DVD players, and that's what they're really after, is you to buy that stuff, because they make a boatload on that stuff. Okay, but the TVs themselves, they don't really make a whole lot on them. And when they mark them down, they're taking a loss. They're taking a loss on those. And when it comes, you know, Black Friday, most of that stuff on Black Friday, I found it to be inferior quality, and a lot of it, not all of it, because some of it's just like the normal stuff that that you would buy. But basically, that stuff is loss leaders to get people into the store to buy their other stuff. Now, what's the point of why I'm saying this? And when it comes to an eBay store and a loss leader, you know, selling something really, really cheap, I think what Nicole was trying to get across was that you're not trying to get somebody so much into your eBay store, although you are, to get them in to go to your eBay store so that they'll buy more things from your eBay store. But if they come in and someone buys that item, it's a sale. And with eBay, that's a good thing. If you have a sale, it doesn't matter. They don't care how much they don't care how much your item sold for. What they see is a sale, which bumps your store. It gives you a little push up, which gives you a little bit more visibility, and so other people are more likely to see your store in the listings. So it helps you that way. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, because I don't know how all that eBay stuff works. But I think that's what Nicole was trying to get across, and I can see that, because a lot of people will hit up, you know, a certain store because of the Black Friday sales that they're having at that store, whatever it might be, you know, whatever store you might want to go to, you know, Best Buy or Toys R Us or whatever, you know, whatever you're into, and you're after just a certain Black Friday sale item. So while you're there, the likelihood is that if you see other stuff, you're gonna pick it up, because most of us, I don't want to say most of us, some of us are more impulsive, and I personally don't like going to multiple stores on Black Friday. I don't like to. I'm just not my thing. Not my thing. I don't want to go and cherry pick just the Black Friday specials. It's not worth it to me. It's just not worth all that aggravation and all that heartache and finding a parking spot and Anyway, although it was a blast working on Black Friday at a Walmart Electronics, it was a lot of fun. You know, that kind of stuff. I actually miss that kind of thing. You know, but I don't miss not making any money. You know, I don't miss that much. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah, that was the point of saying some of these low priced items, and I can see how some guys like Rockstar Flipper. I mean, he sells a lot of stuff, but he sells it really cheap. Which, you know, I look at that and I go, grrr, sometimes. But other times I go, you know, he's making a lot of money. He's making a lot of money, and I think it might be because his prices are so low that he draws a lot of sales. It could be. I I don't. It's hard enough for me to keep up. Oh, there's a little jigger. Hey, I sold something. Sweet. Nice for you to be here. I think I might have talked about this in a recent. Maybe I didn't. Did I talk about the Outlander 2 Outlander books I bought? I think I did. I just sold one of them. Echo in the Bone. I get $15 for it. So I paid $3 for the bag, and I had like 6. Yeah, I think I did, because I talked to. No, maybe I didn't. I don't know. I think I did talk about them. Anyway, I'm getting off on other things that I probably shouldn't be getting off on. But yeah, I did. Yeah, I do watch Nicole and Joe. I get a kick out of those two, and a very different pair. They're very different. They're very interesting, and different from probably anybody I know, personally, as well as on YouTube. Just the way the way they carry themselves and everything is very interesting. So yeah, and I do like Rockstar Flipper. He's a young guy, and he's down in Florida, in a part of Florida the part that I visited for the only time in my life. Although I am going back very soon. Like, I'm leaving this Sunday, but yeah. So I do like watching his. He's a young guy. He's got a lot of enthusiasm. He's real fired up, and he knows what he's talking about a lot of stuff. So I think he could do better on his prices, but that's not his model. So, and I'm not doing the kind of money he's doing. So, nor do I. I don't know how you can list that much stuff. These guys that list like crazy. I don't know. It took me probably an hour last night to go through that laser tag and check the battery compartments and test the items and all, and go just to go through all that stuff, make sure everything was working right, cleaned up right, and everything. It probably took me an hour to do that right, and how do you do that? I guess maybe selling clothes, because they both sell a lot of clothes, so maybe selling clothes is faster, but I haven't found that to be the case when I sell clothes. But they specialize in it, so maybe it's a lot quicker for them. I don't really specialize in anything, so I list anything. And maybe that'll change when I get when I get things cleaned up and get things, get the things I have here taken care of and done. In my white knuckled stuff. So yeah, maybe that'll change. But anyway, I'm gonna keep going, because now I've really gone off on another thing. So all right, next. These was an old backgammon set I picked up. It was a Cardinal. It was by Cardinal, which isn't a high end name at all. I paid $2.99 at Goodwill for it. It's one of them fold up case ones, but it was old. It was older, and people were kind of ignoring it. I guess it must have, because it wasn't a new tag or anything. So I listed just these. Now you can see it's not a complete set. There's only 22, and I think I'm not sure. I don't know if it's complete at all. I mean, I don't even know if that's a complete yellow set or not. I don't remember how many you're supposed to be in a backgammon set. But anyway, that's all there was, and they were old. They were like a Bakelite. They were a marbled kind of Bakelite, so they were really neat. So Bakelite, once you've held it a few times, you really, it's not that hard to tell what it is. It just feels so much different, so much more quality. And I always kind of just take it and put it on my chin, and it's usually cold, and it just has a different smell than like any other kind of like hard plastics or anything like that. So that's I'm not gonna do a burn test or whatever they do on them to try to. You can take it and you can like rub it against your shirt, really get a lot of friction going and warm it up, and it gives off a smell. But anyway, so yeah, these were I bought it thinking that it was complete, and I was going to sell it for a lot more. And had it been complete, I would have sold it for a lot more. Probably sold just these, because the box itself, it was a nice box kind of in its day, but it was pretty shot now. I mean, it was not really that nice. So I'm not sure if I showed it on a haul video or not, but yeah, I listed it on July 25th, sold it on August 1st, and I got $14.99. It was free shipping. So it says 4 bids right there, but it was the same person kept bidding on it. So the likelihood is I could have put them up for probably $25 and gotten more, but I didn't. So nobody else bid, and that's the problem with auctions. Is people just don't bid. And I've had 3 auctions end in the last week or so, and a few more than 3, but not maybe, I don't know, end with bids, and 3 of them haven't paid, and I find that irritating. I find that very irritating. And all 3 of them have non-paying bidder cases open now, so it's just a matter of a couple of days. I'll get my money back and I'll relist it. But I'm going to relist it as fixed price, and I'm going to bump the price up, and hopefully this stuff sells. A lot of Bibles kind of irritates me. Honor your bids, brothers and sisters. Okay, next. Okay, they're just little guys, little plastic guys I got at a yard sale. I might have showed that yard sale haul too. So, they're coming after where the wild things are. I guess there was a movie. I should watch it. I knew there were books. I used to sell the books. They used to be good, but I don't think they are anymore. But there was just 3 of them, so it was 30 cents, and I listed these on July 25th as well, and they sold at auction. One did, August 1st, $14.95 free shipping. So, that was pretty good. And they went for, I think they went for $2.45 as well. I think they were still under the 3 ounce, but they might not have been. They might have been 6 ounces or something like that. So they might have been $2.60. But all right, next. And this is just, you've seen me show these before, I think. It's just a little Dremel fan tool, and that's what I got with $7.59. It's free shipping, so I don't make a lot on them, but I got a lot at one time, so I make a little bit here and there. And maybe I can count that as one of those loss leader things, kind of things. Although it's not a loss, I'm not losing. Yeah, $7.59. They sold on the 2nd. That sold on August 2nd. I listed it on June 10th, and I paid $1 a piece for them. So next. And this is a giant. This was a big old. I mean, big old sea turtle plush thing. It was Melissa and Doug. Had a couple issues. Some of the threading was not coming loose, but kind of was bare. Yeah, I don't know if I got a picture of it here or not. Those pictures aren't showing up. Isn't that just cool? Yeah. There was, okay, that's just some little dotted stains that were on it. There, it had a spot like that on it. You can see that, like that. I don't know, maybe the plush was coming out or something. I don't know, but what I had that listed. Yeah, it could have sold for more, but since it had those issues, and the sad part is that I could have had another one like the next week after I got this one, and the other one was in better condition. But I already had this one. I'd already bought this one, had it listed, and it hadn't sold, so I left it sit. I didn't pick it up. Somebody else picked it up, and I'm sure they sold it. But I could have had it for 99 cents. That's just one of those things. And anyway, it took quite a while for this to sell, so I paid $2.99 for it, and I listed it clear back February 22nd, and it sold on August 2nd. I got $15 plus shipping. So. Yeah. All right, and then pretty sure this was in a haul video too. I sell every one of these I get. Sometimes they take a little while to sell, but they say Lennox in the bottom. Let's see if I can show you that. That's Williamsburg. There, it says Lennox there on the bottom, and it's just a little. It's just a candle holder. It's just a pedestal that you can put a candle into, and it's I think they're pewter, but I don't want to say for sure. They could be aluminum, but they felt heavy for aluminum. But they didn't feel like steel either, so I'm not sure what they were. But anyway, yeah. I paid 99 cents at Goodwill. I listed this on February 14th. Now, when I sold it, I didn't think it had been that long. It took me a while to find it because I thought I had just recently listed it, and it had been a while, and I sold it on August 2nd. And I got, what did I get for it? I got $15 plus shipping for it. Now, and it may be the reason why it took so long is because some other folks were coming in and doing the the fast nickel, which is fine. That's okay. I'm not belittling them. I wish they made more money, but that's their business plan. Sell it quick and get it gone. So, got it. I understand. Some people don't have a garage to put stuff in, or a basement, or or an extra room. They only have a little apartment, or even maybe just one room. So, it's hard for them to keep things for a long time. I know a girl that, if she had the ability to store stuff, she would do really, really well in the attention span to take care of it. She would do really well, but she doesn't. So, the dogs are coming in. They're probably going to bark. Becca's bringing the dog in. Yeah. So, there we go. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Next we got hot dog. This is I've had this for a while. It's a part of a KitchenAid blender. It's been listed a while. I don't remember. I bought the whole blender. Actually, did I buy the? I didn't have the blender. I had the It was just the top of the blender, the glass jar, and it had the lid and the collar and the glass jar. And this was the last piece that sold. I've sold it a couple times, and yeah. Well, I think one time they sent it back. And one time they just canceled or didn't pay or something like that. But anyway, yeah. So I don't remember what I paid for it. I got it at the niche, so I didn't pay it. I paid $2 for the whole thing. It probably is maybe $3. I don't know. But I sold this on August 2nd. I got $10 for this with free shipping. It probably cost me $3 something to ship, but I haven't used that red background in a couple years. So it was listed for a while. So, but that's the last thing. The lid sold. The lid sold really quick, and then the jar itself sold. That sold twice. Once it got sent back because it didn't fit the person's other stuff, which I had all the part numbers and everything in there, so it wasn't my fault. So they had to pay to ship it back, and because I already I wasn't I'm not doing that. I wasn't making that much on it, so yeah. So they had to pay to ship it back, and then I resold it. I think I actually resold it for more money the second time around. So all right, these went to Australia. Isn't that cool? They're just glass cutters. I got these came in a box of, I think, let's see what it says. It says I paid $1 for them. And I listed them April 18th. I sold them on August 3rd, and I got $10, and then it went to Australia. So I didn't make a lot on them. When I listed them, some of them were doing pretty decent. So I listed them kind of high, and then they took a while. They took like a while to sell, but I'm not sure. Oh, they came in this glass cutter thing I got. Where did I get that? Was that a yard sale? I don't remember. But yeah, I got a box with a glass cutter in it. That's still listed. I still got that. But these are. It was not a glass. It was a box, a bottle cutter box, like an old crafting thing from the 70s or something. So, all right. And the guy's really happy with these when they got to Australia. So. And yeah, it's a refrigerator egg tray. I had one of these or two of these listed for quite a while. I mean quite a while. And I've always sold these when I can find them, but I priced them. I had it priced at $19.95, so I was getting undercut a lot, which is, again, it's not a problem. It's okay. and I just kept picking up more along the way, and I had 3 of them. And then the person who bought this one, let's see, they paid. I say that I paid $1 because I probably paid about 99 cents at the Goodwill for them. Yeah, I paid $1, and I listed this one on March 2nd, 2016. But I think I had another one already listed at this time, and then I got another one like a week later at the Goodwill. So I had 3 of them, and they were kind of, they stacked real nice, so they didn't take up a lot of room or anything like that. So yeah, so I sold this on August 3rd, and I got $13.55 plus shipping. So basically they paid $20 for that egg tray. And then I don't know if it's on here or not, so I don't want to spoil it. When I do, I will spoil it. Same person after they got this one bought the other 2. And I'll talk about that when we get to it. Next, it's a VHS tape. I had this around for not too awful long, maybe, well, probably a while. Let's see. Well, I had it around long enough that I don't remember what I paid for it, and nor do I remember when I listed it. So it was probably around a year. And I sold it on August 3rd. I got $10 free shipping, so I probably sent it first class. Where did it go? Yeah, I probably sent it first class. I might have sent it media though, but it's gone. So next, and these are a pair of underwear that I bought an old green box, and I don't know if that'll be on here or not. Yeah, no, I don't know that. Nope, yep, it will be here. We'll get to that in a little bit here, but you'll see it. It's a green box, picture of a guy, and it looks like a girdle almost. But these aren't it. These were in the box with the other item, and they're old. They're probably, I don't know, maybe 60s or 70s, maybe. I'm not sure, but the company's name on these was Dittos. And that's not the company name on the other thing. Let's see if I can show you that. Dittos. And they were like that waistband was like a plasticky, like, ouch, I'm not wearing these things kind of feeling thing. And this was like a see-through plasticky mesh. I mean, if your privates were touching that thing, you were raw. I would think. I mean, I would think they would wear on you. Just, they were rough, so I'm not really good with that kind of stuff, but I did notice that somebody was selling had some t-shirts by the same company, and they sold them, so I put these up. And let's see, I listed these on the 2nd of August, and I sold them on the next day on the 3rd of August for $10.99. They didn't last long at all, less than 12 hours, and they were gone. So I listed them late, so. But yeah, and then they had free shipping on them. So, but I only paid. Let's see what it says. Yeah, I got 0 for what I paid for that, because they were like a bonus in the box. I paid $1.99 for the box for the girdle looking thing. So, I didn't even know these were in here until I went to until I went to look at the girdle thing here at the house, and then I went, oh, these, okay. So next, Ouija board. I didn't used to mess with Ouija boards at all. I just didn't. Spooky, but I'm not superstitious really. So they don't scare me. They don't frighten me. I'm not gonna have nightmares from having a Ouija board around. So I don't give them any power over me, so they don't have any power over me. That's the way it is. So yeah, so I paid 99 cents for it at Goodwill, listed it on July 27th, and I sold it on August 3rd, and I got $19.95 plus shipping. So made money on that. Next, it's a Dukes of Hazzard General Lee. Now, I don't know if I talked about these before or not. I got these at where did I get these? I got these at a property I cleaned out. It wasn't the one I did last summer. It was... Oh my goodness. Was it the one I did last time? I don't think so. It's a lot older than that. I got these. Alright, I had these sitting in my garage probably at least 4 years, maybe 5. And I put them in my yard sale and tried to get $10 for them. And nobody would buy them. Isn't that weird? It's a remote control car. I mean, yeah, it's just electric, battery operated, you know, but it was Dukes of Hazzard, generally. Yeah, I would have thought somebody would have bought them. They didn't. So, I looked them up while I was having my yard sale. I put everything out, and I priced a few things. I priced these I priced a little higher than most. My yard sales are cheap. Because that's my area. Everything's cheap in my area, so my stuff was cheap. But nobody wanted them. Nobody bought them. Now you notice this doesn't have the rear view mirrors on the side door there. It did have this controller, but there was like a piece missing off the bottom of it. So that's why I put these together. I also had another one of these Dukes of Hazzards, but it did have the side mirror, but it didn't have a gun for it. And this gun ain't right anyway. Well, it's the right one for it, but that plate was missing and the antenna's broken. So, and I disclosed all that. So the fellow that bought this didn't want that, but you know, I sent it to him, and he didn't really care about the undercarriage on this. He just wanted the body of the car, because he had a project he was doing, so he wanted the body of the car. And I listed this on August 3rd this year, and I sold it on August 4th, and I got $74.99 plus shipping. I could have sold that for $10 in my yard sale. It sat in my garage for 5 years. Or so. Somewhere around here I have another whole box. A bucket of tires and stuff like that. I don't have any idea where it is. I have no idea where it is. Somewhere. I remember it, but I know I never listed it and never sold it. It's somewhere around here. I don't know where. But I got $75 for it, and the guy was really happy with it. So you'll see what happens. Pokemon. Went to Walmart, picked up these watches. They were $1 a piece. I bought 60 of them. I made like $100 and some altogether on them so far. They're different prices. They're not all Pokemons. I didn't. Unfortunately, I think this was the only Pokemon watch I got. For some reason, I was there. There was no Pokemon Go. Maybe there was some other ones. I think I showed you another one that sold. But I focused on the Ninja Turtles. Those are the ones I got the most of, and some of the Star Wars ones, and some of the superhero ones. I didn't focus on Pokemon. I should have gotten the Pokemon, all the Pokemon ones that were there. But Pokemon Go hadn't come out yet or wasn't popular, so... Oops. Anyway, so I did sell this. I got $17.88 with free shipping. And let's see, I paid $1. I listed it on June 27th, sold it on August 4th, and I got $17.88 for it. Alright, and then next is a Nerf football. This had some damage. I sold it at auction twice, and they didn't pay. Is that how it goes there? No, I sold it at auction twice. First time they didn't pay. The second time, it had to go through the 4 days and go to, because I have it set for 4 days before it's a non-paying bidder, and then the non-paying bidder thing kicked in. I think they paid a day or two later. So, yeah. I paid 99 cents at the Goodwill. I listed it on June 30th this year, sold it on August 4th, and I got $9.99 plus shipping. So it was damaged. It probably would have gone for more if it wasn't damaged. But this isn't one of the real good ones. But look them up. Some of these Nerf footballs are really good. Alright, this sat around for quite a while. Let's see. I actually don't remember when I got it. I do know what I paid because the price was still on it. I paid $3 for it, and it's just it's just an old. I don't even know if anybody. Apparently, somebody must use them, but anyway, so I paid $3, and I listed this on March 15th this year and sold it, and I had it. It was around for a while. It was someplace, and I found it in a bunch of stuff I was going through and listed it anyway. And I sold it on August 4th, and I got $15.69. And they paid for shipping. I don't know why that was $15.69. Maybe the shipping was different to wherever it went. It says $6.45 here, but not if it went to California. It might have been more. So, okay, next. Actually, it was probably it would have been $6.45 because I sent it first class. So they would have gotten charged $6.45 no matter where they were from. Okay, next. Uh-oh. Did I do this twice? Or did I actually sell? Yep, this is the other one. Okay, I sold the other one of these. So, alright, I did have 5 of them. It says five available. So 5 sold. So I did have 5 of these. And they were like the first ones that sold. Right through them. And these weren't best offers. So they all went for $17.88 with free shipping. And, again, same. I listed, June 27th. And I got, sold it on August 5th, and I got $17.88. So, next. And, these are some horror movies. There wasn't anything in here that was, I did get another copy of Phantasm since then. But, they don't sell real good individually, but they sold good in a lot. So, you'll find that with a lot of, sometimes the horror flicks sell really, really well, depending, I think it has a lot to do with, just how B-movie they really are. I think the worse they are, the better they sell. I think that's how it is. I mean, worse isn't, a lot of ways. I mean, I used to get a kick out of B-movies, so, I like them. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, so there were 7 of them. I paid $1.75, and, ow. Okay, they probably came in a lot, so I say $1.75 because I think a quarter a piece. They probably came in a bag from the niche. But anyway, so I listed these on July 4th, sold them on August 5th, and I only got $10 free. Plus shipping. So they paid for shipping, $10. I didn't make a lot on them, but next. Alright, this is what I was talking about earlier, the thing with the guy wearing, looks kind of like a girdle there. And, let's see, what's this? Okay, that's just like directions. And there's that thing. It's a I can't pronounce that. Durable knit men's supporter belt. And box size, see, and this is what it is. It's like a jock strap with a big bell around for your belly. Maybe it sucks your belly and makes you look svelte. Or it might support you, maybe if you have a hernia or something. It might help hold things in or whatever. So, I heard that was bad for you. Is that true? I don't know. But yeah, you can see, it's an old tag. So I was thinking this was 50s or 60s probably. But, it was pretty nice. Let's see if it says anything. Didn't really, yeah, I don't have the box. The copyright date on the box was 1947, but that's just copyright date, so I don't know if that's an actual date or not. Oh yeah, yeah, I actually had the receipt with it too from the person that bought it. But yeah, I listed this. Again, I paid $1.99 for this with that other thing, so I made my money back on the underwear, and then I sold the rest of this. I listed it on August 2nd. I sold it on August 5th, and I got $40 for it, free shipping, $39.99 with free shipping. So yeah, I was pretty ecstatic with that. I was pretty happy with that. So next, especially since it was something I didn't know. I was really out of my element on that. So, a couple Pyrex bowls. These sat around here for a while, I think. Price tags were on them, so I paid $2.58 for them, unless it was a half day or something. They were so that means they were $1.29 a piece. So they might have been half off, but I doubt if I got them. I might have got them. I might have bought them on a day when I used a half off card. That's possible. But these things are pretty good, especially if these didn't last long at all. Which let's see, I paid $2.58. I listed them on August 5th, sold them on August 6th, sold them the next day. I mean, they sold really fast, and I got $14.95, and I had free shipping on it, which I shouldn't have done. I did all right. I mean, I didn't lose money on them, but I think I should have priced them higher. I couldn't find any other ones, and I'd love to have like a worth point thing, but the times I would need it, I don't think it costs more than what I would actually be able to. How do I put it? If I'm only going to use it once a month, I can't really justify spending the money that it takes for that. So, I just can't justify that to myself. And that's probably wrong. I mean, I couldn't justify a thermal printer to myself for years and years and years. And even a laser printer, paying more for sticky labels. Oh, the time it has saved me for that stuff. It's just been so. I kill myself sometimes for not doing it sooner, for going all those years without the those kind of tools. But I'm not in the place where I'm willing to spend the money for the worth point. So maybe someday, but not right now. So okay, next. And I picked these up at Goodwill, my local Goodwill, and I was really surprised. They were 99 cents. So, I could have actually used these with my TV, but I have 2 pairs of 3D glasses that I've never used. So, but I do have a 3D Vizio that I bought when I was working at Walmart. So, but that makes it probably 5 years old now, 4 or 5 years old now. The remote doesn't work anymore. It's a Wi-Fi. It has all the apps and stuff in it, but apparently my model had an issue with the remote. I bought a new remote. I didn't fix it. I bought a new thing for inside the TV, so I took the TV apart because the warranty was already out. I took the TV apart, replaced the little board for the remote control, and it still didn't work. So, and that was supposed to do it. It was supposed to be, the board was supposed to have gone bad, and it wasn't the board. So it has to be a connection in there somewhere, and I don't really know enough about that kind of. I mean, they got videos on YouTube showing you how to fix all that stuff, and it's really cool. And if I were a younger man, I might do something. I might do that, because you can get those TVs for nothing. I mean, I see them along the streets all the time, and it could just be one little diode is out, or whatever they are, one little transistor, or what are those things? I can't think of what they're called, but anyway, it could just be one little thing that's out, and you can actually just heat up that solder and suck that solder out and replace that piece and resolder it and have it work. So, but the piece that I found for inside the TV was the only one that seller had, and it wasn't on eBay. It was on some other site, and it was like $60. I mean, or more, and it didn't work. And thankfully, I let them know that it didn't work, and they just had me send it back, and they gave me my money back, so that was cool. But I'm wondering, because the actual piece for it at the time I was looking up for it, was everybody else had it for over $100. And I'm like, well, I'm not spending over $100 to fix my TV, even though I paid $400 or whatever for it. I'm not doing it. So I didn't do it. It might be cheaper now. I might be able to find it. I don't know. But I did find out that that was a thing with my model. It was just a thing. So now we just can't switch it. We have to use the buttons on the back. Just like the old days, we used the buttons, I remember my dad when I was a kid laying on the floor in front of the TV set. Clicking, click. Turning the hand. You got, some of you people don't even know what I'm talking about, probably. Turning the knob through the 13 channels, It wasn't really 13. It was actually 12 because you didn't have a channel 1. You had channel 2. 2 to 13 is what he had. That was it. I remember my dad sitting there turning and flicking the channels. That was in the 70s sometime. But yeah. So now we don't actually watch TV or I don't have cable or nothing like that. So we really only use it. I used it for the apps for Netflix and Amazon for the Amazon. But now I just hook a computer up to it. You hook my laptop up to it, and we just watch Netflix and stuff that way. So from the computer to the TV, because it's a pretty big screen. I mean, it's what I bought. I think, I don't know, 48 or something like that. It's a nice size. I mean, it was a 42. I don't remember, but it was fine for me. Anything bigger would have looked stupid in my house, but okay. And yeah, I told you everything about this one, so next. It's just another one of these cannon jar lids. I got $4 for this one. I gotta stop doing that because I'm running down. I haven't found any more of these recently, so sold this on the 6th of August, and I got $4 plus shipping. So look at 7 people watching. Yeah, they do sell. Go ahead and buy it. I have a lot of people come in and offer me really low. 50 cents, $1, and they'll find sellers that sell them for that. So, but I'm not. So and this is just a little. I don't know why I bought this. I was just out somewhere and it was only $2. It was cast iron, and I picked it. But it's just a little guy. I mean, it's just maybe, I don't know, 6 inches long, maybe. Let's see. Does it say? 7 3/8 inches long on the outside. So it's not that big, and it's kind of rusty inside. And I don't know why I hit it, but I did. And they're not old or anything. They're new. You can buy new ones for actually pretty cheap. So, but I paid $2. And I thought, well, I'm listing it anyway. So I listed it on July 20th, and I sold it on August 6th. So it did sell, but I only got $5 for it plus shipping. So, and I really didn't make that much on the shipping, just a little bit. So it's gone. I made my money back. When you take the fees out of it, I probably broke even. But again, I do like Nicole State's way of looking at it. It's just a loss leader. Hopefully it leads to more sales. So okay, next. North Face. These are shorts. I saw that North Face and I just grabbed them. I didn't, of course, look them up or anything, and I got them. I think I got them at a yard sale, but yeah, because it was 50 cents. So I must have been at a yard sale, but I don't remember when I bought them. Sometime it was this year. It was this summer. Sometime, I know that much, but I don't remember which one where I bought them at. So, and I sold them on August 6th. Well, it says here that I don't know when I listed them. I didn't have them listed very long. They weren't listed very long. Maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe. This is what they are right there. I don't know that much about this kind of stuff, so I do know that when I looked them up, they really weren't doing very well. So getting $8.99 with free shipping was actually on the higher end of the prices for these this style and things. So I'm happy with that. I was happy with that. So next, and they're gone. Somebody else is happy. Yay! Next. Oh yeah, there they are. Okay, I sold the other two to the same buyer that bought the first one I mentioned earlier, and again, I paid $1 a piece for these. Sold them on August 3rd, and he offered me and asked me if I would take $25 shipped for the pair. So being that I paid $1 a piece and he already bought the other ones from me, I said yes. So I know I have them listed for $19.95 plus shipping, but I want to be good to my customers, so I was. So I took the $25 free shipping and sent them to him on well, that says the 3rd, but it was not the 3rd. Actually, it was August 6th. I don't know why I have the 3rd there. Screwed that up. But I'm going to fix that. That's better. And then the last thing for this week was these old Fisher Price picture discs for they weigh in a camera, and the cameras don't sell for anything. They just don't. I had the thing sitting around. I've had it sitting around. It kept getting put in different places. Like I had it on the table, and it would go in a little box and get shoved in the bookshelf, or get put in this other place and get moved around a lot. And the camera didn't sell, and it never really did. $2 or whatever, if that. And I paid $1.29, I think. Yeah, I paid it. The sticker was still on it even after all this time. It was $1.29. I listed these, just the discs off of it. I threw the camera away. It wasn't in that good a shape, and even like really good shape, the cameras just weren't selling. It wasn't worth it. So anyway, I listed it on August 5th, and don't you know I sold them on August 7th. And I took $8 free shipping. It was $2.45 to ship them. So, gone, done. That represents right there. That represents years of putting things off. That represents years and years of not listing something I should have had listed. That felt so good to have that listed and sold that quick. That just felt fantastic. Even though I didn't hardly make much of anything on it, it don't matter. It's gone. And one thing that destroys me, I was just watching Bonafide Hustler and them guys in the green room, and they were talking about doing a purge and getting rid of stuff, just redonating stuff that actually would sell. Or just clearing things out so you can organize. That feels like death to me. I just have this horror of getting rid of something that sells for $200. I just do. So I can't. I gotta at least look things up and try to sell stuff. I could see myself donating those Dukes of Hazzards. Oh, and I didn't. The other one must be for next week. You'll have to wait till next week to see the other one. But I will tell you, I gave the guy a good deal because it was the same buyer, and he was a little sad that he bought the one that didn't have side view mirrors on it instead of the one that had the side view mirror. I did that. I listed the other one on purpose first and waited till it sold, because I didn't have a gun for the second one, but it did have the side view mirrors. So, I mean, there was no way he was going to do that if the first one had sold to somebody else, then yeah. But it didn't. So, and I gave him a pretty good deal on it. So, okay, that's it. That's all I had. What were the numbers? I spent altogether $33.25 on the stuff that I sold that week. And my sales were $470.22. Of course, that doesn't include the fees that come out for PayPal and eBay. And so it wasn't fantastic, but I'm happy with it. So, like I said, I mean, I worked at Walmart, and I worked really, even when you take the fees out of that, I still made more. I made more doing that than I worked. I worked a security job there for a few years, third shift most of the time, most of the few years, and I made $12 an hour. Never got a raise. Never got much appreciation. usually it was just constant threats, you know, of how they were going to fire us all, and it's just worst leadership at the top ever. My supervisors weren't like that, but the people at the top were just not very poor leadership skills. Very, very poor leadership skills. And, it just made you feel unappreciated. But, you work for somebody for 4 or 5 years, and you never get a raise. They don't even do a review. They don't even, nothing. It's just $12 an hour. That's what you get. And really, that $4.70 is more than I would have made at a week doing that. So, and I wouldn't have been home. I wouldn't have been up all night long. Even though I'm up all night long now. Up all night long, and although I did, we get to watch movies and stuff. So I watch movies, play games and stuff. Played Skyrim on my laptop. So, but yeah, so I'm happy with that. Even it's not, it's not the numbers that I'd like to see, but that's my fault because I don't list like I should. So, okay, that's it. I'm done. An hour. I think I talked too much. So, alright, well, you have a great day. Keep listening, and so will I.